Gentlemen, please discuss the timeline and steps for independence. Senator Wilson, would you like to begin on that?
Yes, in fact, at the break I was asked by someone, do you really think you can do this in a year? And my answer, my well-reasoned and considered answer was, we need to get it done in a year because things can happen too fast. The rate of change in the world has ramped up hyperbolically. And those changes can make it impossible, eventually, for us to do what we're doing today. So yes, we can and we must get it done soon. Now, not all done, because there may be 3, even 5 years of arbitration and negotiation on the details of independence. Like who owes what to whom? Do we owe any of the national debt? Et cetera, et cetera. There's very great negotiations required. How many years before non-Texians can vote in our elections? And the list goes on forever. Those will all be negotiated. But the point is, when we're in negotiations, we're in the game. We're at the table. We are sovereignly declaring what our nation needs in order to exist. That's sovereignty, folks, right there.
Thank you, Senator. Secretary of State Billy Ford.
I'd like to, I don't know what our timeline ultimately will be, but it didn't start today. For those of you that don't know, back in 1995, there was a group of Texians that met at Bulverde to get this ball rolling and to get things started toward Texas independence. And in 2005, we had enough Texian people together that we said, okay, we're going to do something, even if it's wrong, but this is what we want you to do. We want you to put people in office and get the ball rolling. We've got to start somewhere, so this is what it is. One of the things that the international community looks at is continuity or continuancy from a certain period of time. We don't just wake up one morning and say we want to be independent. We didn't do that. But it did start in 1995, and there's a few people that are still with us that have lived long enough to see it come to this place. I didn't get started until 1999. But in 2005, we elected positions for those that walked out in abeyance and left the Texas Republic. And we filled those offices, and we put them back to fill out their terms, and we started the next Congress. And what you see here, these men that are here, some of them, well, all of them, these are not the only ones, but those men were elected by the people in an election to fill these positions. So we have been working that road all along. We have a people, we have the land, we have our currency, and now we want international recognition for the things we've done. And that's where Texas independence is. It may take us another year to get where we want to be, but we can't be denied that liberty that we're looking for. And I yield.
Thank you, Secretary of State Ford. Chief Justice Cannon.
When we look at the issue as far as a timeline, we can look at multiple examples that have been shown, especially in the last century. But one of the ones that mostly impressed me is because when we deal with this issue of the Baltic states and then understanding of their annexation into the Russian Federation, it was over a period of time of over 50 years where it finally became to where the Estonian people, in order to make a quick change of events, they all assembled, the majority of them, over 100,000 of them at a time, within the public arena, and basically started singing nationalist songs of Estonia, which were outlawed by the Russian occupation. So if the people of Texas, it is up to them as far as the pace that we can move forward. It's takes multiple issues that we deal with, especially financial, not only financial, but physical and mental. And all those things apply together. We are stretched very thin with what but we have accomplished a great deal. And that's the reason it still falls upon the people. So if the people of Texas want to play outlawed tunes on outlawed pipes, then give us a call.
Thank you, Chief Justice.